Good morning, everyone. How is everyone this morning? Bright and early. It's so early, it's dark. I really enjoy my oil lamp sometimes in the morning because it's just a really nice light, but I tried to film and it's dark. Like you can't see anything. It's more of an ambiance for me. I can see, but you can't. So I had to turn a light on. But it's kind of appropriate, actually. The card that I drew is 100% appropriate. So the card that I drew is Truths Unveiled. Truths Unveiled. I don't know if you can see it. It is still kind of shadowy in here. Sorry about that, but Truths Unveiled. 100% appropriate card. When someone or something is not as outwardly as it appears to be, no matter how sacred it may seem, a spiritual person, a family relationship, a shared history, there are times when, although it is more painful to admit the truth in the short term, in the long term it will save you much suffering and feelings of being duped, misled, manipulated, and abused. It will also make it more likely that the situation or relationship can grow into a healthier expression if possible. You cannot heal what is not revealed. 100%. OMG. Isis is with you to help you realize the truths, admit that you are probably already sensed anyway, and to make wise use of the revelations. There is a time when you will realize true perception. What you thought was trustworthy, legitimate, reliable may turn to sand crumbling before your eyes. It can be a friendship, a job offer, or even a behavior of a loved one, causing you to question the real commitment or respect of a family romantic relationship. It's important to realize that when you see the truth, you can act appropriately. You will not proceed with inappropriate expectations, and you can reassess your boundaries and priorities to get the most out of a situation and not suffer undue disappointment. Sorry, my washer's going in the background. So, I think that sometimes when we're in the middle of something, we just can't see something that's in front of you. I have 100% had experiences that my intuition was like, there's something wrong, but I don't know what's wrong. And everybody around me seems to be just fine. They don't seem to pick up on it. And I have kind of gone with the flow. But that's not really a healthy place to be. You don't have those intuitions for no reason. You should trust them. Vice versa, if you have an intuition about a relationship that's a good thing, or an intuition that could be a positive business aspect, or something that gives you this positive, okay, I need to follow this intuition, you should follow it. Now, the hiccup is that if you have a positive, intuition to go for something, and then somebody gives you an icky feeling that's associated with that, which I've totally had, it can be really hard to know which one to follow because they seem to be intertwined. And what I do, and maybe this is just me, but I have learned how to trust the intuition of positivity, right? Like, okay, this is the direction I need to go. And in the same breath, also trust and protect myself from a person or a situation that my intuition is saying, you should probably watch this one. I can do both. So that the outcome, in theory, doesn't hurt me worse. Now, that doesn't always work, but I do better now than I used to. I love in this particular card there's an exercise. Sit comfortably in a quiet place where you'll not be disturbed. Close your eyes and say aloud 3 times. I call upon Isis, who loves me unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved guide and priestess. I call upon Isis, who loves me unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved guide and priestess. I call upon Isis, who loves me unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved guide and priestess. Focus on your breath. Allow your awareness to turn within. Become aware of a sheer curtain wafting lightly in your heart space. Behind this curtain is the truth about a person, a place, a situation, or a relationship that you want to perceive. Say aloud, Isis, who loves me unconditionally, please show me the truth without fear, so that I may have clear perception and wise action on this matter. Stay in your heart and watch for the curtains. If you're ready, willing and able to see beyond them, they will open for you, and you will be able to see the truth presented. The truth may appear as literal or symbolic. Stay in your heart so that you can best understand the vision given to you. It may make sense immediately, instinctively in your gut, or you may need to sit with it for a minute. You may also simply have a clear knowing or feeling or emotion in your heart without a vision. When you are ready, open your eyes. If you have not had a clear answer, be patient and attempt the ritual another time. There's a poem here too. Gift me with your vision now, end the distortion or the vow that blocks the eye within my brow. I receive the knowing clear. Without doubt, shame, or fear, lies, deception disappear. Revelation of Isis come to me swift. Thank you for the sight, the truth, the gift. Confusion into clarity, I now do shift. I'm really sorry my washer's so loud today, but it just is. The truth is unveiled, the revelation. I think that is just, it's so appropriate that we go, there's been a situation recently that I had to have clarity on, and I usually do a sleeping revelation. So I go to sleep and I go to my astral temple and I go to this place as I go to sleep where I can, in my mind's eye, talk to my guides as I sleep and say, hey, I need help with this. Can you help me? Give me clarity so that when I wake up, I have action. And normally that works for me. Excuse me. But I have built years and years and years of a practice that when I go to sleep, I go to my astral temple. If I have a hard time going to bed, if I'm having a hard time sleeping, I go to my astral temple. And 99% of the time it works. Every once in a while it doesn't work and I have to do other things. But most of the time that is my go-to. I go to my astral temple when I'm going to go to sleep, and that's where I find my place of peace and I'm able to rest. So if there's something that I need clarity on, that's where I start. And if my guides want to take me on a dream journey where I go somewhere and I have a vision and they show me things, I can do that from a safe place because my astral temple is something that I have built, and it is between here and now and another place in another realm. I wanted to add a few notes to this video. I am really passionate about respecting people's boundaries. And today's daily devotional is all about, there are times when appearances of people, places, and things are truly deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt. You may think there's something wrong with you, but actually you are sensing that not everything is as it appears to be. When you don't trust your gut, when you don't trust your inner feeling, it can lead to unsafe environments. And one of the things that happens if you have had trauma like you have childhood trauma or whatever, you go on high alert, and you go on high alert in your body, and you go high alert mentally and emotionally. And it can take decades to work through not only learning how to trust that intuition, but also deciphering whether it's a trigger. Is it really that you're in a dangerous situation or an unsafe situation, or are you actually picking up something? Okay. So recently, it's not today. This has been something that's been kind of going on for a while now, and I've been posting on my social media about it. I've been posting on some group messages. It's come up so many times. So I grew up in an environment where I was not allowed to have safe boundaries. I would try to create boundaries, and then I would be told I'm wrong. I should let that person in. I should let that person tell me what to do. I should let that person touch me in a certain way. And I don't mean like sexually abused. I was not sexually abused. But I don't like to be touched in any way. I don't like hugs. I don't like handshakes. I don't like those unless it's okay. And asking permission is very important for me. And it was very important for me to teach that to my children. So today I've seen 2 memes that I want to reinforce in today's daily devotional. You are not obligated to have a relationship with another adult if it's not healthy for you. And the argument would be, but, no, but. You're not obligated to have a relationship with another adult if it's not healthy for you. That's important. And the other piece of that is a second meme. It's dangerous not to hold friends, spouses, and family accountable for their actions. You can love someone and still correct them out of love. You can still hold a boundary in love. A large percentage of the world is messed up because the people around them enable their behavior. They allow it to continue. So what does this have to do with today's daily devotional? Truths unveiled. People who have bad boundaries do not like to be called on that. They don't. They attack. They get resentful. They blame it all on you. They tell you you're wrong. They tell you that you're not hearing them. They gaslight you. And that's their problem. When I talk about finding your place of peace and responding with love, I do not mean wash somebody with love. Wash somebody over. Toxic positivity them with love, okay? When I talk about giving love, I don't mean shooting it out from you in a forceful way. That's not what I talk about. And I want to clarify that. To love someone unconditionally means that your physical body has an electrical torsion field. It's measurable. Science can measure that, okay? When I talk about giving love, what I mean is within your field, you hold your love. You hold that person in your heart and you give them love. But you do not shove it out at them. That is invasive. And that can come across as a threat, whether you think it's intentionally positive or not. You know, one of the discussions I have with all my classes on ethics is it okay to pray for somebody without their permission? No, it's not. Because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you're interfering. You don't know if your energy is inadvertently interfering with someone's choice or their perception of the universe. I had a student a couple years ago who was wanted to know all this stuff about energy stuff, but didn't really believe any of it was real, and that is okay. When it became not okay is when that person became combative in the discussions in class. And that's when I had to create a boundary. Okay, I understand that your beliefs you want to question, and questioning is 100% okay. Asking why, that's good, okay. But outright being combative in class is not okay. You create boundaries in these different circumstances. When somebody says, my friend has cancer, will you pray for them? My first question is, do they know that I'm praying for them? If I have discussions with people in text and I say, may I send you energy? Not, I'm going to send you energy. Unless I've had a previous discussion with that person and that person says, it's always okay to send me energy. I will honor that, but I will still check in. I will still ask occasionally. Not because I didn't listen to you the first time, but because I want to make sure we're still in simpatico. I had a feeling the other day about one of my sons. I was like, I don't know if he's okay. I sent a message. Is it okay if I send you energy? He said, no, it's not okay. I'm doing okay. That's fine. I can love him from here without shoving my emotions and my love at him. I hold it within my field. I hold the honor of someone else within my field. I hold my intention of unconditional love within my field. If I tell somebody I love them, they can choose to accept that. Yes. If I am doing energy work on someone and they have given me that permission, I will communicate with their guides. Please let them know that I support them. And that is a permission in that moment. But if I don't have permission to feel up people in their shields, that's not my job. And if I think their shields aren't set with good intentions, that's not my job to make that judgment. That's not my job. If somebody's coming at me and attacking me and doing something against my permission, I have 100% right to defend myself. And whatever reverberates back to them, that's them. When you're being attacked, you can reflect back, but never send back. There's a fine line with that. There's a real fine line with that, because you don't want to interfere with someone's choice. And when you become a victim in something, you are not honoring yourself. There's a lot of psychology in this, but there's a lot of ethics in this, and there's a lot of discussion about right and wrong. But this card brought it all up today. I've been sitting here and I've had meme after meme just kind of run across my field. Truths unveiled. There is a lot of learning to trust your gut and also honoring the people around you. And some people are really, really sensitive with that. I am really, really sensitive. When somebody comes at me with their energy field and they start feeling me up without my permission, I shield up. Now, I don't shut down necessarily unless I have this warning sign, like there is this weird protection. I will protect myself and I will lock it down. I will lock it down tight. And when I lock it down tight, it can make people very uncomfortable, but that's not my responsibility. That's your discomfort. It's not my job to make everybody around me comfortable. It's my job as a teacher and a catalyst and a carer to be able to discern those that are ready to learn. And it is also my job as a catalyst to soften that catalyzing energy as much as I can, but still allow that energy to move, because I can't stifle myself either, because I too have a purpose. And if you bring something into my field that I need to address and it's uncomfortable, I may say that it's uncomfortable, but I will address it. I will address it head on. I will be the first one to go, this makes me uncomfortable. This is a trigger, and I want to look at it, and I want to delve into it, and I want to find out, what does it mean? What does it mean for me? What does it mean for others? You know, one of the beautiful things about YouTube, and one of the reasons that I love doing daily devotions, is I can put it out there, and you can choose. You can make the choice to take it in or not. And that's a beautiful thing. That honors your choice. And I love that. I love that this is a choice. And we can honor each other with that choice. I think that's enough for today's daily devotional. I've done it in 2 clips. The washer was going crazy earlier, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I sat here and I've been writing in my journal, and I had a couple memes come up, and I just really wanted to circle back to that because it's a theme today, I think. I think it's a theme today. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will see you in prayer. Blessed be.